But I want to talk about a little bit about what you're facing. And I heard today that you're facing they're going back against you. They're going after you again, the U.S. government.
I did. Yeah, like I said, last May I refused to deploy to Iraq. I said it was illegal and unconstitutional. Actually, Article 6, Section or Paragraph 2 of the U.S. Constitution is what I cite as making the war illegal. And this is my Constitution, which I carry around, which Nick Morgan actually gave to me. You'll see his name
Nick
signed
Morgan.
right there. I love you, buddy, man. I hope you feel better soon. But it says, Article 6, Section 2, this Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land. Now there's a lot that's convoluted and confusing in this document right here. Article 6, Paragraph 2 is not. It's very straightforward. If it is treaty, if we have signed it, if we've ratified it, it is the supreme law of the land according to the Constitution. Therefore, when Donald Rumsfeld calls the Geneva Conventions quaint and thinks that we don't need to follow that, and the U.S. even invaded Iraq in the first place in violation of the UN Charter, I mean, these acts directly violate our own Constitution. And in the oath of enlistment that every service member takes, the first thing they say, and I'll read it because we have it stamped right here in the front of our book, I, Matthis Chiroux, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. You then go on to say, and I swear to obey the orders of those appointed above me. But the very first thing is the Constitution, which is why when they ordered me to go to Iraq, I said that violates the Constitution. It doesn't matter what your orders are. I answer to a higher authority right now, which you have forsaken. The U.S. Constitution and the laws of this land, you have forsaken. I refuse to go. And as a result, the Army is now trying to, 6 months later, downgrade my discharge, downgrade my service.
Oh, they don't want to prosecute you.
They do want to prosecute me. They are prosecuting me for misconduct. However, they're not trying to put me in jail.
I see.
They're trying to downgrade my discharge and take my benefits.
So they want to give you a dishonorable discharge.
They do.
Yes,
But if you have already been discharged, why are they asking you to come back?
Because I'm what's called the individual ready reserve.
Okay.
It's basically a pool of soldiers that during a time of war or a state of national emergency can be called back and put on active duty. The funny thing is, actually, they're using a state of emergency declared on September 14th, 2001, which actually still persists to this day. We are still in a state of national emergency right now.
That's interesting.
So yeah, they're going to prosecute me for misconduct, and I'm going to fight it. I'm going to request a hearing, and I'm going to go with my lawyer probably to Washington. And this January, most likely, I will be fighting to prove service members' rights to refuse participation in the occupation of Iraq once and for all.
Okay, very interesting.
Now tell us the website. You've got it on your shirt, so people can find out more.
Right there. Go to ivaw.org. You can find updates about Nick Morgan and the Hempstead 15, those of us who were arrested. You can find updates about my own fight to prove the occupation of Iraq illegal.
And I went to the website. The other thing I found really interesting about it was to look through the profiles of the members of the group. Right. Because there's so many different kinds of people, different age people from every different branch of the service.
Right.
Like you were saying, people on active duty, veterans, and I think that's fascinating too.
There is. There's such a broad spectrum
Incredible
of
span
resistance.
of people, yeah.
There really is. People who have said, I'm not going to Iraq, it's illegal, and people who have said, I'm going, and I'm going to release videos about the reality of what's going on while I'm there.
Yeah.
And we've got an amazing, vast array of...
Have you been in touch with some of the folks who were involved in the Vietnam Veterans Against the War, or the VVAW?
The VVAW, yeah, we work very closely with them. VVAW actually helped get our organization set up a number of years ago. We had a few...
So you have some of those veterans, those grizzled old veterans of the anti-war movement of the 60s who work with you right now. That's very good.
It is. Yeah, I think my favorite must be Bill Perry from Philadelphia. Man, that guy is incredible, and does he have some stories, I tell you what.
I bet he does. Yeah. Well, anything we want to add in the last minute of the show about what we should know about right now, the elections? We don't know who's ahead. It's very early on. I'm going to probably be a late night, but are you supporting either candidate?
I voted proudly this morning for Cynthia McKinney of the Green Party. Neither candidate is truly anti-war. Cynthia McKinney has promised to withdraw troops on day one. I support Cynthia McKinney. And I ask that 1 week from today, the Hempstead 15 is going to be getting arraigned in Hempstead, New York. The 15 of us who were arrested at Hofstra will be there, 99 Main Street, in the 1st District Court. We're asking people come out at 8 a.m. and support us. 99 Main Street, Hempstead, New York, next Monday.
Repeat that again, folks, last few seconds.
99 Main Street, Hempstead, New York, Monday. Please come out at 8 to the courthouse there to support the Hempstead 15 getting arraigned.
Thank you, Matthis Chiroux, for joining us here on Let Them Talk.
All right, excellent. Good end.